everyone. Are you having a great evening? Well, we're hoping to make it a little more festive. My name is John Sabansky, or more popularly known as Yashir Sabansky, and I'm the artistic director of the Podhale Folk Dance Company. Please give them a big round of applause. We're very happy to be here our second time. We were here 2 years ago, was that right? There's so many more people here this evening. Wow, this is great. It's a great turnout. We have a smaller group here this evening because a lot of people are actually been sick and finals and all that other great stuff, but we still have a great program for you. So the format's a little different than the last time you folks saw it. We have a 15-minute act of non-stop dancing now, whereas before, if you remember, there was a dance, I would come out and talk and couldn't breathe and all that other good stuff. My pacemaker kind of went out. But I have great work done. I have a great plastic surgeon, so it's been years. But the program we'll open up with the dances from Żywiec, which is from the southern region of Poland, and actually from the townspeople of Żywiec. The next dance will be the Bamberki Poznańskie, which are from the town of Poznań. The costumes are actually a little different, as they're more Germanic. They're influenced by the German tribes that situate and located themselves on the outskirts of Poznań. Afterwards, we'll see a polka duet, which I'm sure everybody loves the polka, but guess what? It's not Polish. No, it's a conspiracy. The polka was never Polish. The polka was actually a Bohemian dance, and the history behind the polka is that, yes, it's true, a Bohemian composer. Hey, I'm giving credit where credit is due. Absolutely. I work in entertainment, and I know that if you don't get credit where credit is due, you're screwed. So, the polka is actually a Bohemian dance. The short history is that a Bohemian gentleman fell in love with a Polish maiden, and he composed the first melody, which was known as the polka. But we have a little stylized version for you. It will be performed by Madlenka Perzyna and Chris Chakwa. Afterwards, we will have the dances from Beskid, which is from the similar region that you see Żywiec here on the left, but it's from the Górale of the Beskid region, which are the people of the mountains, the mountain region. Afterwards, we will end the first act with the Kujawiak Oberek, which will be danced in authentic Łowicz costumes. And just an FYI, the costumes weigh approximately 30 pounds each on every girl. And we gotta lift them. So, ladies, all I can say is no carbs. Anyhow, without further ado, please welcome Podhale in our first act. Thank you. Welcome back, folks. How did you enjoy the first act? I was so excited I started dancing with my glasses on. Now you all look like a wonderful big blur. Well, anyway, we have the next act for you. We have the next act for you, which is going to be comprised of one of our signature pieces called the Hustkowy, which is from the city of Cieszyn, which is on the border, is in the southern, one of the southernmost regions of Poland, and it borders the Czech Republic. The costume, as you can see, this is a specific costume we have, is the Wałaski costume, which is highly influenced by the Magyars, or the Hungarians, when they migrate over the Carpathians. So this is where we have these costumes they're not very Polish, and we try to keep in our repertoire costumes that aren't just the Polish costumes with the flowers and all. We try to keep costumes that come from the various influences of Europe, because after all, Poland was actually a melting pot for various other ethnicities, being the Hungarians, the whole southern part of Poland. The embroidery on the pants, as you see with the side, is very Hungarian. The costumes that you saw in the beginning were very Elizabethan, believe it or not, with the collars and look like a Polish costume at all. The girls with the big headpieces, typical German costume because of the German tribes that came to that area of Poland. So in the second act, what we have for you is we have a suite of dances from Cieszyn, which will begin with the Hustkowy, which like I said is our signature dance. The next number will be performed by the other group from the dances of Cieszyn, which are actually the various polkas and waltzes from that region, followed by a suite of dances from Rzeszów, which is more on the eastern part of Poland. And after that, we'll have a duet from that region. We're trying to do different polkas in the suite with the dance company, with the whole group, and then when the soloists come out, they do a completely different suite of dances from that region. And then we do the finale, which is the Krakowiak. And the Krakowiak that we have is actually the music of Tadeusz Sygetyński. It has a highly Middle Eastern, actually Middle Eastern theme. And with the whole story of the Krakowiak, which you'll see, we come out in cavalcades, it tells the story of the Tartars attacking Kraków, and pretty much the mayhem that ensued, and then at the end, where everybody gets together and we succeed, and Poland is once again a republic. And to this day, people of Kraków still consider Kraków the capital. Even though Warsaw is the capital, Kraków will always be the capital of Poland. So that's how we're going to finalize the concert this evening. We hope you enjoy it, and please give them a big round of applause, and please applaud for them, because we love the applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Podhale. Let's give it a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, how awesome are these dancers? It's really been a privilege. I've been doing this. Podhale has been in existence since, thank you so much for standing. That's such a great honor. Thank you. Podhale has been in existence since 1992. She's been around for 15 years. And there have been people that have been dancing with me for, Kasia has been my dance partner since 1983. 82, excuse me. But as you can see, it's definitely a family environment, and we've got dancers who I remember these girls, especially these two, they were this big, they were 2 and 3 years old coming to rehearsals, and now they're taller than me. But we wanted to give a big round of applause for one of our newest dancers who had his premiere performance tonight, Maxim. Everybody give it a big round of applause for Maxim. Where's Maxim? Where's Maxim? His first show, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much. And I wanted to thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. I hope you enjoyed our show this year. And we hope you all have a wonderful holiday. And thank you. And we love coming and performing for you folks. And we wanted to thank everybody here, and Jill and everybody. Thank you. You're always so gracious and so wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Good night. Dobranoc. Wesołych świąt.
Okay. Hello, I'm Kasia Ovczarek. I came to the U.S. in 1981, and I've been dancing since 1982, so that has been 26 years now. And I do it because it's my passion, and it keeps my culture close to my heart.
I am 17, and I've been dancing all my life, and I love to dance. It is a passion and a hobby, and it makes me who I am today. Natalia Perzina.